Hello and welcome to the next big game that we've got here in the Under-17 boys competition. It's PNG taking on South Africa. My name's Chris. Again, it is my privilege being in your company. Big shout out to Martin, Reese, Vanessa have already jumped on. Now Martin says, let's go PNG. Reese says, where are my Aboriginal brothers? Vanessa goes, let's go PNG all the way from Lee. Fantastic. Is that how you pronounce it? Lee? Or was it? I know you've got a few representatives in there, so please correct me with my pronunciation, Vanessa, if you could, please. Any help would be much appreciated. But I'm thrilled to be in your company today. South Africa have won the toss. They're kicking to the right of screen. Luke Offermans is the captain of South Africa. We'll go through some of the other scores from the course of today. Fiji defeating South Africa 3-8-26 to 2-2-14 earlier on. PNG 5-5-35 defeated Tonga 3-18. And the games we just finished a few moments earlier, Nauru 9-13-67 defeated Tonga yet to score. Nauru have kicked 114 points across their 6 quarters. They're 2 completed games, but they don't have a percentage because they haven't conceded. So there's something very interesting. So thanks for joining us, Josephine. She says, let's go PNG. It was great to be in your company earlier, Josephine. Very thrilled to see you come back on and get behind the Binatangs. How good was their win over Tonga earlier on today? All right, so we're roaring to go here at Maroochydore. Great little handball there from John Harron up towards the corridor now. And they're moving forward now through Menson Cabana inside the forward 50. Free kick. Oh, actually, it was a mark that's been paid. And it will go to South Africa. In the back pocket. Up towards the corridor. Offermans comes in with the spoil. In fact, it's been paid the mark. For those who are joining our coverage for the first time today, look out for number 2 from Papua New Guinea in Alan Severa from Port Moresby. He is for mine. He is the player of the tournament. And if it's going to be a 50-metre penalty, so this play will discontinue. And it means that South Africa will be within range. Have a shot on goal. Well, they'll be a little bit further out. Free kick will be going to Hume from Edithvale in Aspendale, a 17-year-old, and he's got a really good thumping kick on him as well. And he is saying, I am going to have a shot on goal. So here's an opportunity for Connor. Right foot kick on its way. It'll clear the lot. That's a goal. South Africa are on the board. Let's see that on the replay. Let's see that beautiful kick followed through to perfection. Did Connor. He's kicked a goal inside the opening. 90 seconds, South Africa in front. Mac joins us, says go PNG. Diesel, here we go. Great to be with you again, Diesel, from LA. Build a statue of Diesel at the moment. He absolutely loves AFL footy. San Diego, California. Just commanding American AFL. Spent some time in New South Wales there. We've got to know each other pretty well, Diesel. Good to be in your company again, as with everyone else on the coverage today. Kick squeezed out there from South Africa. They've started really strong with PNG. Got some really good pace. Arch in the back nicely. Did he run his full measure in Rocky Rex? Sees a teammate out of the corner of his eye. He sat down and marked it on his back. Uru Ray Gay from Port Moresby, the 16-year-old, holding the ball. It will go to South Africa. The Lions and the Binatangs. Been told the Binatangs, that just means animals, doesn't it? Lovely work here from PNG. Kicked it off the side of his boot on the instep now. Dominic Samick puts it out. Now towards a teammate. They'll go inside the forward 50. Right foot kick up towards the top of the square. South Africa sweep through and take the mark. Diesel says live, eat and breathe footy. Diesel, who's your AFL teammate? And there has to be a right answer here. If you've got an AFL team, anyone else, if you've got an AFL team that you follow, would love to hear. As Offermans was taken down illegally. Sorry, Luke Ollerman from the Echuca Bombers. Originally. Echuca, lovely part of the world up there on the Murray River. Here comes Waring Jones from East Burwood. A mongrel-looking kick up towards Allen. Is very, very controlled and looks to puts the ball up towards the corridor. Jared Dayu arches his back. Handball was too hot there for Stephen Cass, but he recovered. He went to ground. He was taken too high as he slipped down. So if you do have an AFL team, let me know. Diesel says, mate, the Swans, and I'm still upset. Yeah, well, those who went across it earlier on this year, or a couple of months ago, the Swans went down to the grand final, the Brisbane Lions. And here's a mark taken by Caleb Kunjul from Mount Hazen, a 16-year-old. Good old South Melbourne Diesel. Got a lot of friends who are in the Sydney camp. I'm not one of them, I'm not going to lie. There's Caleb Kunjul. Kick on its way, fades. And that's not a mark taken. Good defensive work there from South Africa. The Lions are buzzing. Right foot kick, however, there from Jared Abbey. Misses to the near side. That's their first score on the board today. 5 minutes gone here in this term. Jared, you're still upset, mate. I think I've been upset for over 20 years. I haven't won a final since 2004, mate. The Mighty Bombers. There we go. So I've not seen a finals win since I was a teen. Here comes Allen again. Right foot kick inside the forward 50. And that's delivered. Daz says, my best mate Dazzo, who's from Brisbane, lives here in California, did some rubbing it in. Yeah, Brisbane did beat the Swans, didn't they, in the grand final? Right foot kick up towards the top of the square. Knocked through for a rush behind. BNG, another minor score. Dazza, he's a Lions fan. Obviously plenty to celebrate. Yeah, I was unfortunately for you, Diesel, I was very keen on Brisbane winning because I was calling the AFLW the next day, and the Lions celebrated in front of all their fans with a Premiership Cup in Brisbane, so that was their first unfurling, so I got to see that. It was quite special. Kick up towards the corridor now. PNG and South Africa going toe-to-toe. Almost decked there, Stephen Cass. Was able to maintain the ball. Deft little tap. Now it'll free up the Lions here. Sock it off the ground. Dribbling kick up towards centre half forward. Lovely work. Backed himself here, PNG. Rocky Rex rolls through the corridor up towards Allen. I'm not sure if there is a medal or any adjudication for the best player in the tournament. Alan Severa, whether PNG win the lot or not, Alan Severa, the number 2 Guernsey, he is the player of the tournament, and no one comes close. That's and we're getting treated. He's already had 6 or so disposals already, almost thrown out there. In fact, it was a throw against Jared Day. I'm really enjoying the pressure here from South Africa. They finished their last contest against Fiji. They got the last goal of the game and just fought really hard in that last quarter. So they've brought that level of intensity back into this game. Can they get an inside 50? You can hear the wind blowing straight at us in the commentary box. Off hands there from Dominic Samek. Ball locked inside South Africans forward line, working through like a bustling train. Here's Luke Ollerman, the captain. Kick on its way. And it bounces on its point. Still inside the field of play. It's still inside. Oh, man, eventually goes out of bounds. Just looking at some of the early results today. Fiji 3-8-26, South Africa 2-2-14, PNG 5-5-35, Tonga 3-18. We got Nauru 9-13-67 to Tonga yet to score. Or no, they didn't score. Nauru defeated South Africa yesterday in a game that was called off at half time. Big fly inadvertently. Now that can work one of 2 ways, and that's going to be a goal. South Africa have got their second, taking the advantage. Let's look at this on the replay here. Slips out the back. That's Otang Motasoa from the Sharks, the 16-year-old. Beautiful work. Great awareness from the youngster. Capitalised on the opportunity. And this is a very impressive outing from South Africa. I'm not surprised. I won't lie. The way they finished that last game, they say you're only as good as your last quarter, don't they? So you take that confidence in. We got anyone? We've got a few fans from South Africa. Get a bit of an idea of what time of the day it is. The last time I joined the supporters from South Africa, it was 2:30 in the morning. It's now 7:30 in the morning on Friday. So great to be in your company if you're from South Africa today. Really appreciate it. Great to see you supporting the game of Aussie rules footy. As PNG inside the forward 50, beautiful. High fives all around. Ismail Gabriel from Mount Hagen, the 17-year-old. He's got to aim for that right-hand goalpost. Just kick straight through the ball. He's a left footer. Oh, he's a right footer. He misses to the near side. Or misses to the far side, I should say. This is what I expect from PNG. They're such a quality outfit. The praise, the admiration for them, the way they finished that second half against Tonga was quite remarkable. They had the last 8 scoring shots of the game to run away, which an 11-point deficit into a 17-point win. Some sharp work done there across half-back. There was Connor Hume. He was able to find his teammate right in front of us here on the commentary wing. Right foot kick, a floating kick, well intercepted by Dominic Senek from West New Britain, the 16-year-old. One of the younger players out there today, up towards the corridor. Works well to Rocky Rex. And put that on a T-shirt inside the forward 50. Good name. Good player too. South Africa up around the body, up towards the corridor now. That's been the method for them. 2 big kicks inside the forward 50. PNG are under siege. Arching his back here is Jared from Port Moresby. Takes a bounce to go up through the corridor. Caught in 2 minds. Recovers well. Glenn May from Port Moresby finds a target. And Rocky Rex again. He's had a good start to this contest. Inside the forward 50. South Africa's defence has been under siege, but they've held their nerve quite well. Just want to see them pick up the ball. How was the tackle? No prior opportunity. Umpire said play on. Sock it off the ground again. A little bit of soccer skills, but it'll work out for the South Africans. Right foot kick inside the final 30 seconds. PNG will settle across half back. Right foot kick. Get the ball up towards centre half forward here. Allen selling some can. He does it twice. Such a good player. I'd pay money to watch him play. There's no doubt about that at all. He's such good quality. Arching the back again. Left foot kick. Only a handful of seconds to go. South Africa have held firm. And that is quarter time here at Maroochydore, here on the Sunshine Coast. My name's Chris. It's awesome being in your company. Thanks for Nelly Nadella for jumping on board. Go boys, Team South Africa. Diesel says, welcome to all our brothers and sisters watching from South Africa at 7:30 in the morning. Have a nice coffee, bit of toast. Good way to enjoy a Friday. My name's Chris. We'll be back on the other side of this break. welcome back here to Maroochydore. It's South Africa, 2 straight 12, leading PNG 3 behind. So we've got Michael Sakut watching today, watching all the way from Toronto in Canada. It's 12:30 a.m. He was involved in the Transatlantic Cup in August. That was a fantastic tournament, wasn't it, Mike? You would have got to know a lot of the crew. You probably would have come across the great man, Peter Holden, across your journeys as well. The superstar Australian, great man Pete. I know he's been watching across the feed today for the boys and the girls. Caught up. He also Pete was doing some great work alongside Brian, who is the USAFL media manager as well. So got all these connections around the world. That's what we love about footy. Vanessa says, we got this PNG, 3 more quarter boys. Let's go. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Vanessa, glad you're jumping on board today. PNG, I've seen them now. Well, we saw nearly 3 quarters yesterday. They were exceptional against Fiji, and they've got some really good talent. Again, aside from Alan Severa, I really enjoy watching the likes of John Haran. He goes. He's got some really good leg speed. Jared and Benson are also very capable. Dominic's really good. And yeah, I mean, Bernard Severa is also an outstanding talent as well. Yeah, I think there's a lot to like about PNG with some of their talent, and I think we're only just seeing the beginning of them. And I'll always have a soft spot for PNG. I'm not going to lie, because we've got Hiwago Oya, or formerly known as Ace, who played in the 2017 International Cup, and for PNG ended up getting drafted by the Suns. And unfortunately for the man affectionately known as Ace, he didn't get many AFL opportunities over the last couple of seasons. But here in Australia, I get the opportunity to call VFL football, which is the AFL reserves, and so I call all the Gold Coast Suns home games. So I get the opportunity to see Ace in action, maybe twice every 5 weeks, and I'm just full of absolute praise of what he is able to bring. But I know watching him, he's so proud of his country, so proud of his PNG roots. So I've watched a lot of Ace, and I think he might still be a chance to play next year as well too. So yeah, when I say PNG, I do think of Ace, and I think of that talent coming through, and I think of the International Cup, and also think again, well, there's a chance for some of these players to play AFL football. I don't know enough about the history of the junior competition, and I'm not sure whether we've had any AFL players even at this Pacific Cup level and the juniors come through and play AFL. But ladies and gentlemen, those watching today, you're getting a really good look at history. And Jonathan says, let's go PNG. Yeah, well, we could see the PNG love as well and true there. Here is Alan Severa. Arches the back, and he'll take a bounce. No, he handballs back in board to Enoch. Enoch paddles the ball forward, and Alan will just keep doing it on his own. He's such a talent. Caleb Kunjal, another one of those talented PNG stars. Kick around the body there from Mulbatsi. Up towards high half forward here on the commentary wing. South Africa with the numbers at half forward. Cheeky little kicking ball there from Alison Tonner. Finds Caleb Kunjal. Kunjal just takes a little bit off the kick and finds Alan Severa again. He sees the lead. The option was great. You could tell that was the go-to plan. The kick just fell a little bit short. It's not going to matter. Left foot kick had too much on it. Curled it around to the near side. And I think that might have been Bikani. And what he probably needed to do, the left footer, he needed to aim for that left-hand goalpost and watch it curl through. Just having a look at the radar at the moment. We may likely get through. We'll get through this game at the very least anyway. We should get through this. We might just have trouble with the later game that might have some issues there, but we can only deal with the cards that we've got at the moment with the thunderstorms in the region. As PNG picks up the ball back inside the forward 50, looking for the fly. Did he get a hand on that? Rush behind. 1.5 minutes gone here in this term. Margin trimmed back to 8 points. PNG yet to kick a goal in this game. They've got plenty of love. Ollemans drops the mark, and we'll see a boundary throw in. Full credit here for South Africa. This game is, 14 minutes old. I would think that PNG have controlled it 10 of the 14 minutes. Would that be right in saying? But South Africa have gone forward a couple of times and able to make the most of it on a couple of occasions. Umpire calls play on. He was caught out of position. Either way, it'll be a free kick, and it will go to South Africa. Big thanks to our umpires as well. Really appreciate the work they do. Got some great developing umpires for them to umpire international football. And this highlights that, because he needed to get around his mark. Connor Hilm, the goal kicker. He's doing it at both ends, Connor. Playing at Edithvale and Aspendale. Sorry, Edithvale, Aspendale, yep. And 2 players have gone down. Let's just have a look at that on the replay. Just the kick coming down here on the contest. It just, that's just, yep, and we get a look at that. So, saw Rocky Rex attack the ball. I don't think there will be a report, or we see this happen in the AFL from time to time, but our thoughts are with the South Africa player who's currently down at the moment. Let's get some of your messages. G'day, Brian. Brian's back again. Brian Barish, the US AFL media manager. G'day again, footy nerds. Diesel says, yeah. That we are, Brian, we are. So we're looking at Rocky Rex from PNG. When in, I think, what sort of happens here? We're just seeing some conversations happening with the umpires and Rocky Rex. Now, I don't know if there's any reports or any cards. But this is what I love, and there is a yellow card. Yeah, there's a yellow card here. So that essentially means PNG will be down without a player, and we hope for the young South African kid as well. There's no issues there. Look, we see this paid in the AFL. It is actually a reportable offence. So basically, it's incidental contact, but he's turned his body inwards and collected the South Africa player with his head over the ball. Yeah. So Brian says it's like the tack. There will be yellow and red cards. Okay. So thanks for that, Brian. And so that has been noted. We can assure that the South Africa player will be okay. So, but this is what we like from the umpire. Yes, there was a yellow card given, but they spent some time chatting with Rocky Rex, just explaining what he did wrong. And yep, we've got to give the yellow card, but in this instance here, it's sort of just teaching them exactly what I mentioned before. Is that instead of turning your body, almost sort of, if he had gone to him straight forward to him on a body-on-body, he just made the decision to turn. So therefore, you kind of forfeit that opportunity to protect the player. And it's all about protecting the player when you're both going at the ball. So big fly out here towards the commentary wing. And it comes out now to PNG. Well, they'll be down to 17 players, I think, for at least until the second half. We just hope for that South Africa defender that he'll be able to make a return. And Brian says he's off for 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, I think so he'll come on basically again in the second half. I want to say 2 yellow cards. Does that constitute a red in this tournament? Or is it 3 yellow cards? I know with local footy, when there is a yellow and a red card system, if a player is given a yellow card and then a red card, he'll get automatically miss the next game. But if a player collects 3 yellow cards over the course of a season, then he'll receive a 1-week suspension. Yep, thanks for that, Brian. So 2 yellows equals a red. So there we go. Thanks for that. We appreciate it. And this is what we love. We've got this wonderful community Brian is over in the States, and I'm here in Queensland, sharing the knowledge. So that's what you'll get out of these broadcasts today, is you'll get to watch some talent. You'll learn a little bit about footy. Holding the ball. Free kick. So this is good for South Africa. So we've got Mafosh jumping on board. He says, "You go, boys. I'm proud of you, SA Lions." Yeah, no, great to have you on board, Mafosh. Here's Connor. He's already kicked one. Right foot kick. Looking for a fly. There's about 18 players around this contest. And a stoppage would be the only result. About 17 metres out from South Africa's goal. Yeah, exactly right, Brian. Technology. Gotta love technology. It's connecting us from all over the world. I love it. Here's a chance. Left foot kick on its way. They've got one. South Africa have got their third. The captain kicking a goal. And we mentioned this throughout the broadcast. Left foot goal, beautiful. Is that PNG have dominated the play, but South Africa, on the rare occasions when they go forward, that's their first or second inside 50 for the quarter. I think probably their first, and they've kicked a goal. They had the same thing in the first term as well. I think they maybe kicked 2 goals from 3 inside 50s. That efficiency is fantastic. But then you look at it, up until that point, PNG had several shots on goal. They've had a couple of rush behinds. They've dictated the midfield. But this is the thing, they're going to be down that one midfielder. And I don't know whether... So I'm not sure at present, because they're one player down, whether PNG are going to bring one more player up to the wing or they're going to leave them sitting in defence. I would probably say in defence. Just have one of those runners across half back. But that's kind of my take. Here's Allen again. If you're seeing him for the first time, he's just an unbelievable talent to watch. And I'm sorry, I will sound like a broken record, but Alan Severa from Port Moresby, the 16-year-old, who just turned 16, he was, for the most part, he's a 15-year-old. He's just an outstanding talent. So keep an eye on him. He's going to be a player to watch in the future. Boundary throw-in, attacking half of the ground for the Binatangs. Dodging traffic, dodging and weaving. And he finds his teammate. We'll see a stoppage. The captain here, Luke Ollerman from the Echuca Bombers, sends the ball up towards us here on the commentary wing, and it's taken out of bounds by Alison Tonham. Ringo Afu says, "Boys tired or what?" Well, they've played a couple of games today. South Africa played earlier on this morning. PNG. They played as well. Both teams got a couple of quarters in yesterday before the Thunderstorms put an end to that. And that'll be holding the ball, you think? No, the umpire was in a better position than I in terms of the bounce taken as the tackle was being laid. As to the surprise of no one, Alan Zavara is taken out of bounds. This game has been played at high octane energy, hasn't it? 10.5 minutes gone here in this second term. Game 4 of 5. We hope the weather gods will be kind to us. There will be rain about in the area, but there's a few reds in there if it does come. Allen again. Kick inside the forward 50. He's had over double digits in disposals. Handball shuffled up there from Darius Draper. Beautiful tackle laid. But he was jumped illegally, said the umpire. So free kick to South Africa across half back. They've done very well against this strong PNG outfit. Right foot kick, a tumbler. Doesn't matter how they look, as Luke Ollerman marks. He's a quality junior athlete. Luke from Echuca in Victoria. Mark taken here by Sibia. One of the younger players in this team. 16-year-old. We've got a 15-year-old running around out there today for South Africa. So Brian says, speaking of tired, I'm heading off to bed. Go well the rest of the day. Chris, I'll talk to you on Saturday night my time. Yeah, we look forward to seeing your company, being in your company again on Sunday, Brian, to meet the USA AFL media manager and learning a bit about the game from you. It's been absolutely wonderful. You're fresh off the transatlantic competition. It's been a privilege being in your company, and look, this is what it's all about. It is half time, Brian. You've left on a really good note. Look forward to you checking the scores and seeing what's happened. We'll join you on the other side of this break. Hello, welcome back here for the second half at Maroochydore. My name's Chris, and again, it is my great pleasure being in your company. It is a privilege to be able to call international sport and do this. I don't really get this opportunity at any other occasion, so this is something you don't take for granted, as these players are too, as much in the same way that we don't take it for granted either, having to call it. We've got some Besso says, "Go Lions! Let's keep pushing, boys." It's your coach all the way from South Africa, Northwest. So thanks for joining us, Besso. Privileged to be with you today. It's about 8 o'clock your time in the morning on Friday morning. As here comes PNG on the outer side. Dominic Samek settles. Handball under pressure. Looking for Sabia. Ball up towards high half forward. Taken here by Alison Toner. Sends the ball up towards the commentary wing now. You can see the ball skidding up towards Alan Severa. Just can't get possession of the ball because he has Bokang Molossi hot on his hammer. But Alan, good contest between the two. Magnificent, in fact. That's a great little one-on-one battle. And holding the ball. I love the intensity shown by both teams, straight out of the gates. Free kick's going to go to Onalena Lesame. Appreciate your company wherever you may be watching around the world. Then at famous number 6 sends the ball up towards down the line. Going back and taking courageous mark was Eddie Cura Jr. Dangerous kicker. We'll come back out to Eddie again. Puts his head over the ball again, taken down high. So he'll get the free kick again. How did he learn from his last lesson? This takes a little bit off the kick. Utilises the 2-on-1. Ismail Gabriel up towards high half forward. Good courage going back with the float. Here's the thing. We really know PNG have got the speed and they've got the skill. And they've got the poise. They'll take the game on at every chance they get. And South Africa have got the strength and they've got the resilience. They play two different games, two different styles. I think in order to win, and particularly in these conditions, I think PNG's playing style is actually better. And that's why I'm full of praise of what South Africa have been able to do. Because they don't often go inside the forward 50, but when they do, they're able to convert. And able to convert with strength. And this is taking nothing away from either side, but PNG's ability to take the game on and run through the corridor, they'll run South Africa off their feet. But South Africa do have that really good strength, particularly in the air and through the upper body, as highlighted there by their captain there in Luke Ollerman. Inside the forward 50. Plenty of players went up. Umpire allows it to continue. Clearing the ball out towards the commentary wing, and South Africa settle again. Sivia. And they want to take the game on, but I wouldn't mind them seeing chip the ball around, play some possession footy. Send it up to a pack of, 15 players. It was Luke Ollerman that went up and accidentally sucked it off the ground by Dominic Semick from West New Britain. So just recapping the early results today. Fiji, 12-point winners over South Africa. PNG, 17-point winners over Tonga. And Nauru, 67-point winners over Tonga. Umpire calls play on advantage now. South Africa back inside the forward 50. An early fly. And the whistle has blown, and it won't be advantage. So an illegitimate attempt to mark. Therefore, for PNG. So it will be a free kick to Otang Matitsosa, who's already kicked a goal. This kick is beyond his range. So he'll need to aim for that left-hand goalpost. Goes that extra distance. He did really well getting the range. And PNG, dangerous kick. They probably should have gone back off the mark. But this is what we talk about with PNG. They get the ball and they go at a breakneck speed. Sometimes when you're playing at that speed, your automatic response is to just go quickly. And sometimes you put your teammates under pressure. We'll see that boundary throw in again. A little bit of precipitation down there, causing a little bit of moisture. This means the ball slipped out of the hand. So that's the thing with PNG, is they're going to take the game on, but what does come with taking the game on means you're likely to make just a couple of mistakes. There we go. Love our umpires. They do a wonderful job being a part of this tournament. South Africa with extra numbers. Good defensive work there from PNG. Trying to work his way out here is Rocky Rex. He's completed his 10 minutes on the sidelines after receiving a yellow card. Holding the ball! Magnificent work there from Hume. Connor Hume, that kicked the opening goal of the game. One of three, just puts it up towards the forward pocket. Got plenty to fly, including his captain, Ollerman. And he plays on quickly, Ollerman. Left foot kick, it'll go up towards the top of the square. It's curling, comes off hands. And they're trying to get it through for a rush behind momentarily. The PNG back to Ollerman. He'll see the pressure coming, gives the fend off. Left foot kick around a couple of Papua New Guineans who are running at him. South African player inadvertently taken down behind play due to a lot of pressure. They'll mark again, Hume. Hume now. Right foot kick. Who's there to fly? Who's going to stay down most importantly? Ball 40 metres out from goal. Now whistle is blown. It'll be a free kick to South Africa. And it'll go to Leilani says, I'm proud of you boys. Hashtag bring it home. Thanks for joining us, Leilani. It's a privilege being with you today over in South Africa. Right foot kick got close to the player on the mark. Didn't matter. Sends a bomb. That's a great goal. And they've now got 4 Darius Drapers on the board. It's a deliberate approach. Send it out to the left. Straight through the middle. Couldn't have kicked it any better if he tried. And they're out to a 20-point lead here, South Africa. It's a rather impressive performance. But PNG fans, we've got plenty of them who are watching the feed today. Nothing to worry about. No need to go to panic stations. I sense they've got a really strong midfield. They've got Dominic Samick, who's been a little bit quiet in patches. Alan Savara. He's the key focus in that engine room. Is we're just seeing a little bit going on. So this is just part of the coaching process. Just making sure the players getting the right positions. So South Africa, they needed to get an extra player out in that wing. So this is just part of the coaching process. That's Ramashabi now gets into the position out on the wing. It's making sure that everyone is a 6-6-6. Boitemo Bella says, and it's a goal! Po, po, po! Yeah, great to be in your company, Boitemo. You'll be very, very happy. And here they come on hands and knees. Dominic Samick working incredibly hard. Umpire rightfully calls play on. There's Alan Savari. And here they go, PNG. They'll score here. Up towards high half forward. Just waiting for a couple of teammates. He went out of bounds. He just went out by half a millimetre. The boundary umpire in perfect position. South Africa have gone forward only no more than 10 occasions, and they've kicked 4 straight goals. That's about efficiency. Meanwhile, by comparison, PNG 4 behinds. Rux will contest. Here they go again, PNG. Right foot kick up towards centre half forward. Skewed off the side of the boot. Hume wrapped up straight away. And he was taken too high. My name's Chris. Great to be with you here on this Friday afternoon here in Maroochydore. I'm absolutely spoiled being in your company. Having a lot of fun. We're even maybe watching around the world. Had people join us from South Africa, from the States, from Canada, from PNG, from Tonga, all over the world for these particular games. It's the game that brings everyone together. In Perth in Australia earlier on this morning. Absolutely fantastic. Well, a long way out from goal here from PNG. Left foot kick, and he'll follow up his beautiful work here, Menson Gavana. And that will almost be a 50-metre penalty. Not quite. Bernard. Pretty quiet by his standards today because he's an electrifying player. I really rate Bernard Savara from Port Moresby. Right foot kick inside the forward 50 off hands. PNG got a chance. There 90 seconds to go in this quarter. Now, if I was South Africa, just slow the ball down. Chip it around, play some possession football. Hume marks. Hume. Pick it up towards the attacking end of the ground. And now PNG. They'll run forward again here, PNG. Strong mark taken by Menson. Almost went out of bounds. Finds Allen. Plays on now. Right foot kick inside the forward 50. I did say after that goal that PNG would start to put the pressure on. And they certainly have. Here comes Alan Severa again. He's like a bulldog. He's like a pest. and I mean that in a good way, is that you're thinking you've got a clear possession, and there he is. You almost try to, you've got to use the strength in your hips to throw him around and get rid of him. I mean that in a nice way too. Here they come again, PNG. Keep the comments coming. We'll read them out shortly. Right, for a kick. Now they need to do one more kick inside the forward 50. They've got one more kick to find a target here, PNG. Ismail, he's been told to go by his teammates, saying there's not long to go here in this quarter. They need to take a mark here. Slips down the back. Kick on its way. Right foot kick on the siren. And that'll do it for three-quarter time here. Slidbeso Lovu says, can you hear the sound of roaring? Line, I can hear it from a distance. Roar, Lions, roar. Jacob Dixon says, go, come on, South Africa. Go, Luke, cousin of the captain. My name's Chris. It's 20 points the margin. I'll join you on the other side of this break. Hello, welcome back here to Maroochydore. My name's Chris. It's a pleasure being in your company. Got Vanessa Pacific going PNG. I'm not giving up. And Manu Boy says, let's go Binatangs. And Nelly has jumped on, and Nelly said, yeah, boys, Lions roar, literally. Maxie says, come on, boys. You got to play the team. Jack and Dixon jumps on board and says, yeah, come on, SA, go Luke. Look, I really think PNG, they get the first goal of this quarter inside the first 3 minutes. I genuinely think they're a chance to come home and at least make this game interesting. PNG have dominated general play. I mean, but it's like that we see in soccer football, isn't it? You could see some teams, they'll dominate most, they might dominate sort of possession 66 to 34 or 70 to 30, and they might have 10 shots on goal and not kick any. But then you might have the team that has had less possession, they'll go forward once and kick a goal against a run of play. I think at times that's what South Africa have done really well. Is that on the rare occasions when they have gone forward, and it's all thanks to this man, Ollerman, who's stripped of it there, and the number 21, Guernsey, who's played a big part in that. We're going to see holding the ball here. He dived on the ball and made no attempt to get rid of it. So it will be a free kick to Dominic Samek. Mac jumps on board and says, go boys, go PNG. Vogue says, come boys. Ringer Afu says, boys, let's go. Martin Severa says, let's go boys, PNG. Thanks for jumping on board, Marty. Appreciate your company, my friend. Kick up towards high half forward. They've just got to play with that sense of freedom, PNG. Big slam. There from Enoch Owe from Port Moresby, the 16-year-old. And lovely work there from the umpire there and Luke Ollerman. Luke's got a little bit of cramp in that hamstring, I think the left hamstring. Free kick for in danger, so it will go to South Africa. To Connor Hume, he kicked the opening goal of the game, and that really set the tone for South Africa. It was a lovely kick from 30 metres out, 40 metres out. Finds the target, Sibia. So 20 points the margin, and the Lions pump the ball up towards high half forward. Mark not taken there, by South Africa. It's taken here by PNG. Kick will go out of bounds on the full. I'll give a bit of a brief story about South Africa. I did a lot of, I had the privilege of doing a bit of work with South Africa. I was working with a football league in Victoria, and one of our teams hosted South Africa. They ran some training sessions, so I spent a lot of time with the players there, and we went out and watched South Africa play. This was the senior men's, and look, it was just the most amazing experience, as that is a strong mark taken there by PNG. To be around the South African team, and they, before we went in the rooms for dinner for one night, they were doing the chants and doing the dances. It was just something spectacular. And then I went to watch them play, as we see a stoppage. Went to watch them play. They were playing France. So this is David and Goliath. South Africa were no chance to beat France. France were bigger, they were stronger, and South Africa came out of nowhere to beat them. It's one of the most remarkable finishes to a game that I've ever seen in live, and I've seen thousands of games live. That was the International Cup in 2017 with South Africa. That's the soft spot that I have for this country with the AFL program. Is quite remarkable. So there's my history with South Africa. It's one of my favourite footy memories for them in my entire life. As the ball goes up towards the middle of the ground. Keep your comments coming. I'll read them out shortly. Here comes PNG. If they can get a goal from this passage of play, it'll open the game right up. Lovely trap here from Gordon. Takes a bounce on the somewhat slippery surface. Shrugs off his opponent. Handball's back in board. A little bit hot on the handle, but he recovers well. Right foot kick. There's Allen. Allen will play on and kick the goal. Allen plays on and kicks the ball up, but under. That's the moment that's gone begging for PNG, the Binatangs. South Africa, they're holding on for their life at the moment. Handball back in board, up towards the top of the square. Good tackle. Beautiful tackle. And how's the umpire going to see this? It'll be a stoppage. So that's a missed kick there from Alan Savara. That's a big moment in the game. Got Portmello Bella says, not the Lions making me a proud sister. The Lions are making you a proud sister. Great to see they're doing you very, very proud. Jonathan says, Come on, PNG. We're still in it to win it. Vogue says, let's go, boys. Apologies, I can't read PNG. Manu Boy says, let's go, boys, as well. This is a good game of footy. Very good game of footy. Big fly there from Oliver, front and square. Does that come off hands? Doesn't matter. It's a rush behind, or there's a minus score. 4.5 minutes gone here in this term. Margin back to 19 points. And PNG have lifted their intensity. That might just be the story of the day for the Binatangs. Is that they just haven't made the most of their opportunities, have they? There's Alan Severa cramping up in the foreground there as South Africa will make the most of the extra defender, so to speak. Hume will fly. Ball hits the deck. South Africa now in front of us here on the commentary side of the ground. Right foot kick just kicks the grass. That was a beautiful kick. And you can see that the ground is still a little bit slippery and sliding from a bit of moisture on the deck. Players sliding all over the place. Both teams did really well to keep that in. That's the desperation for both teams. Kicking in danger, so it will be a free kick. It'll go to PNG. They've got to go now. He's saying slow it down, but the coaching is saying go, go. Even Maxi's going, come on PNG. One final quarter, go, go, go. He's cheering them on. Thanks for joining us, Maxi. Jerome Lugan. I think he has to go up towards centre half forward. And he does in that general vicinity. They need a mark here, PNG. South Africa's defence is under siege, but they've held on oh so strongly. So 6 minutes to go. Time is running out for PNG and South Africa. If they hold on, it'll be a famous victory for this proud country. Free kick, and it won't be advantage. It'll go back to PNG. So they'll have a chance to close the gap. Alison Toner. Will he have possession of the ball? Just waiting. So Alison Toner. This is just something the players will have to learn. When the clock is ticking like it is, PNG, just get the ball back really quickly. Left foot kick on its way. Has it got the distance? Comes off hands. Minus score. 7 minutes gone. And PNG, 6 behinds. Trail South Africa, 4 straight 24. If you are fans of South Africa, let us know on the chat. Tell us how excited you are. It looks like your team is going to win today. I'm going to hear the roar from the team over the chat. And this man is carrying it on his back. Oliman. Playing along the boundary line. That ball went out of bounds, despite the desperate attempts there from Molbatsi. He's just a little bit sore. He's tapping that right knee. Now, so we see someone even there with the camera. So Molbatsi, our thoughts with him? I think it is cramp. Thank you. That's Sith Beso Naluvu. Says, great commentary, sir. You two making the match enjoyable. Look, I'm a footy fan. I'm an AFL fan, and I have the privilege of being in your company and enjoying the game with you. So if you think I'm genuinely excited about what I'm seeing here, is a right foot snap around the body, misses. I'm having a lot of fun with you guys, whether you're watching here in Australia, it doesn't matter where you're watching. I've got you guys here being part of the coverage, and we're enjoying this together. It's a very unique opportunity. I may not be with you in the flesh cheering with you, but we're enjoying the game together. Kick up towards the top of the square, and they'll get a late one here. Jared Doe. No, it isn't. It's Jerome Logan. Kicks a goal. A late one here for PNG. Well, look, anything can happen. There's 2.5 minutes of playing time left. If they get the ball back up to the centre really quickly, get another goal from the clearance within 30 seconds, there may be enough time. Maybe. But again, we've highlighted this. PNG won 7 to 4 straight. 12-minute quarters, so we've got 2 minutes left. So the clock is just going to keep ticking. So Nelly Nedler says, okay, Mummy is watching from South Africa. It'll be a free kick to PNG. He's got to go around his mark. He has to go around his mark. Absolutely has to go around his mark. So that's the free kick's been given away for time wasting here. South Africa. PNG is slowing down. They need to get going quickly. South Africa are getting plenty of numbers back. They've got a chance here, PNG. Right foot kick up towards the top of the, well, just fades away late. They've got the extra number around this contest. They need a goal here. Expect the intensity. This place will go absolutely nuts. But how is the pressure there from the Lions? If you are a fan of South Africa, jump on the chat now. Let us know. That was wonderful pressure. That was game-saving pressure. Thanks, Nelly. Akaya, Mummy is watching from South Africa. So that's the number one player, the number one for South Africa. Mummy is watching. Great to have Mum watching on the coverage. And he told to go. They're taking all the risks in the book here, PNG. This last couple of minutes, lift up a couple of notches. There's Allen. Right foot kick, and it misses. And that's not our clock. Martin says the umpire's chewing up a lot of time. Well, it was more about making sure it was actually South Africa not getting into position because they've got to have the 6-6-6. And that's why the free kick was given against South Africa. For time wasting, really. The PNG have lifted up the intensity. Time will run out for them, unfortunately. And that'll do it! South Africa have held on for a famous victory here at Maroochydore. They will remember this for a long, long time. That is one of the most gutsiest performances we'll see of the Pacific Cup. We've got 4 goal scorers. We'll quickly roll through them. We've got Connor Hume kick the opener. Otang Madosia kick 1. Luke Ollerman's kicked 1. And Darius Draper has kicked 1. My name's Chris. It has been a privilege thanks to all the supporters. There's too many to name that have been jumping on the call. I look forward to your company for the next game. And if you're not sticking around for the next game, join us on Sunday. I can't wait to be in your company then. Have a good afternoon or good evening or good morning, wherever you may be watching. Catch you soon.